Hello, good morning, student. How are you today? I'm good too, thank you. Um, Thank you to all of you for joining in this class. The student attendance list will be filed out via Google Form after this lesson ends. Well, before we start today's lesson, it will be nice for us to pray to God because it is thanks to day that we can be present here with the healthily to take part in this virtual class. So today we will learn about dialogue. Do you know what a dialogue is? No one knows? Okay. Let me learn about the definition about dialogue. What is dialogue? So in writing dialogue show a character speaking. It works to tell you more about the character and how they converse with others or rage. When it comes to dialogue, you might see two types, outer and inner dialogue. Outer dialogue is when a character talks to another character in the story or play. This is the classic dialogue you see most of the time, set off by quotation marks. So for the inner dialogue is when a character talks or thinks something to themselves like an inner monologue in written works. So this is set off by quotation marks or italic. So today we will discuss about other dialogue. There are a short dialogue of a play. Short dialogue of a play is a conversation where the situation is not familiar to each other, or the term is the first time someone has met. So, have you ever talked to someone for the first time? Of course, everyone has. And what we feel is sometimes that fear of being wrong, afraid of being offended, or maybe someone is happy to meet a new people. So I will give you an example of the short dialogue of a play. So this is a dialogue. There are Sarah and Danus. Sarah said, "Hi, I'm Sarah." Danu answered, "Hi, I'm Danu, Benny's friends." "It is nice to meet you, Sarah." So from here, usually new people meet him doing greetings and self-introductions. And for the next is from Sarah. Sarah said, "Me too, Danu. So how do you know my brother?" Danu answered to Sarah, "We were at the same class at school. Benny is a nice person." So in these sections, usually people who have just met will ask the origin of the person, right? So for next is Sarah says, "Oh, is that so? So you also take culinary art?" Then Danu's answer, "Yes, I was hoping I can graduate as soon as possible." And then Sarah answer, good luck, then we'll see you around. Bye. So in this section is the closing, where two people who have just met and end the conversation for the conversation. So for example, bye, have a nice day, good luck, and others. Many people use that. So for the next material is lesson aims. The defining lesson aims is the first step to prepare an effective lesson. When you set a clear aim, it is easier to make decisions about materials, procedures, and the stage that should be present in the lesson. Setting aims and assessing whether you were able to achieve them or not is also a useful tool for professional development. So, I will give you an example of SMART lesson aims. For the first one is linguistic aims. Linguistic aims focus on the system of the language, like a grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and discourse. So if you set a linguistic aim, remember to also state the context in which language is going to be used. Here are some examples. By the end of the lesson, students will be better able to understand and use the present perfect in the context of past experience. To another example is this lesson aims at helping learners to understand and use comparisons to compare and contrast the city's day life in. To the next example, by the end of this lesson, students will be better able to use vocabulary to express likes and dislikes. This lesson aims at helping students use a contrastive sentence stress to give opinions on controversial topics. There are another example aim lesson, skill aims. Skill aims focus on the systems of language, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Here are some examples. This lesson aims at helping students develop their reading skill for gist and specific information in the context of sports. By the end of this lesson, students will have developed their speaking skill by talking about their last holiday. This lesson aims at helping learners become better able to write the introductory paragraph of an essay on the topic of higher education in Brazil. Apart from aims for students, teachers can also set personal aims, that is, aims they wish to achieve in order to improve their practice. For the example, I hope to I hope to keep my TTT to a minimum. I hope to manage the lesson effectively. I am to use appropriate CCQS. My personal aim is to manage time efficiently. Well, to check your understanding, I will give you a homework. So this is the instruction. Please pay attention to the instructions, and I will send it into the WhatsApp group. Well, that's our material for today, and if you have a question, please chat me on my private WhatsApp number, and see you to the next class. Thank you.